Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. I'm so happy that someone in the background is like polishing a bench or something and it makes a lot of noise. I was almost worried there for a second that all you got to listen to in this video was my voice without any disruptions. Anyway, it doesn't seem all that loud. So, today I'm gonna tell you about my perfect diet to get jacked and juicy. And I promise you, I will lay out exactly what I eat and how I structure it in regards to intermittent fasting and all that. But first, I want to go on a little rant about this. So, many times now, when I posted like an Instagram post or story or YouTube video where I just look extra jacked and juicy, I will inevitably get one or more guys that come to me like, bro, you gotta tell me your diet, but come on, just tell us your diet already, or blah, 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 you know. And first of all, I do talk about it on and off in the videos if you watch closely. But the second thing is, though, that I see, they comment when they see like, oh, the physique, tell me your diet. So apparently they think that the diet is what they should be asking me about if they want to reach the same results. The thing is, if I give them my diet, is first of all, will they even be able to follow, just because they know what I do, will they even be able to follow that? But the second thing is, if they went on my exact diet, they would now be on my exact diet without looking exactly like me. Because the diet, the importance of diet as it relates to putting on muscle is greatly exaggerated by juiced up fitness influencers that want to sell you their meal plan. You know, all these bodybuilders, they talk about oh, I trained so hard, yeah, mindset, all grit, yeah, they're just looking forward to my goals, that I have to eat all this food, you know. And yeah, it's true, of course, you have to train and have to eat the food, but you forgot to mention the like 10 different steroids you shoot up in your butt there, you know. The food, the importance of the food has been greatly exaggerated. Like, yes, you need enough calories, you need enough protein, you need enough of certain micronutrients, and dialing the diet in even more might lead to even better results, but it always has to come second to the training. The training is the most important part, and it's fucking ridiculous that you know, that the bodybuilders and the fitness industry focuses so much on, you know, oh, go on this diet, look at this new diet, oh, use this training tool, oh, do this crazy superset, whatever it might be. It's the proper training properly, hard and smart, consistently. That comes before all of it. Like, yes, nutrition, sleep, recovery, all this is important, but no one built muscle from just eating the right thing or sleeping a lot. It's not that you start eating my diet and sleep a lot and you put on muscle. If you aren't severely starved, recovering from anorexia or something, that's the only time you'd put on muscle, just from eating right. And so I got the idea to make this video because I put up the results for my bulk and cut on Instagram today, and I got this comment from a guy like, do you have any diet tips? And it's funny, on this post I answer him, you know, just eat whole foods in a surplus to put on muscle, eat the same foods in a calorie deficit to burn fat. It's like, you're welcome for this revolutionary strategy. I revealed my secret, you know. And it is like this, you know, unless you don't have thyroid issues or just crashed metabolism due to over-restricting calories for too long, which might be a thyroid issue. But, you know, as long as everything works the way it should, it's basically a calorie equation, you know. A healthy person eating at their maintenance and doesn't lose or gain weight. If they start eating more, they'll put on weight. If they start eating less, they'll lose weight. It's really that simple. So my diet is just a strategy to make a calorie surplus or deficit happen. So the exact way I eat is, you know, there's a baseline, and I'm talking about the if or scenarios kind of. So 16-8 intermittent fasting is my baseline. 8-hour eating window, 16 hours fast per day. And so I eat 3 meals there most of the time. First meal is a click of Greek yogurt, then I have some honey in it, I have some kefir, I have a couple scoops of whey protein, I have some blueberries and raspberries. I swallow some beef liver with this because I'm too much of a pussy to just chew it down. So I swallow it like a pill with it like that. I eat some eggs. And then my second meal will mostly be potatoes and meat. And sometimes my third meal is the exact same, but sometimes I might swap out the meat for something like salmon and some cheese, and or more eggs, bacon. It kind of depends, but sometimes it's the same. Sometimes I just kind of swap the protein source. And all these meals I eat with some kind of fermented food on the side. So often with the breakfast there, pickle. Often with the other meals, some sauerkraut. I also always have a raw carrot and a glass of high quality orange juice with pulp with the meals. And so that's my baseline. And when I bulk, I just tend to go more for rice than potatoes. I up the total food volume. I might throw in the occasional fourth meal. And I just watch the scale, and as long as it goes up, I'm happy. And if it doesn't, I need to eat more. And when I'm cutting, I do the opposite. I take this baseline 16/8 with 3 meals. I remove a meal sometimes and reduce the food overall. I eat more potatoes than rice because it's more satiating. And I throw in some extended fasts. Like most recently, I've done this with 2 to 3 meals, 2 meals on most days, 3 meals on some, with a bi-weekly 64-hour fast. And so really I've just laid out, this is exactly how I eat. I have the vertical diet. I don't follow to a T, but it's like my starting point from my own diet. I recommend you go looking at Stan Efferding, the creator of the vertical diet, his videos. You can learn a lot of free information of him, and it's just a great way, even if you're not gonna, like me, follow the diet to a T. It's just a great place to start. But so, it's the training. It's the fucking training. It's not, this is the same. People thinking there's like a magic pill diet. They see my results and obviously think they are amazing. Like, yeah, he does something different to me. It must be the eating. He's found the right way to eat, so he just puts on muscle. But you have to follow the training, and it's really what reaches this result. Everyone is looking for the gimmick. You know, this is the thing that will get me the results. This new fad diet, this training program, or this supplement, whatever, you know. But no, it's like first and foremost, hard and smart training done consistently. That's the most important part. Then it's sleep, recovery, nutrition, sun exposure, also done consistently. If you think my results are fast or something, but both that I've reached a high level and that I've done it fast, which I must say, comparing to like everyone I know, I have. I'm very proud of it, but it's not that I found some kind of secret pill. It's just that I kept doing the fucking things you need to do consistently. And it's an attract, don't chase thing with this. Like we say often in the fitness industry or as trainers, you know, there's no such thing as quick results. You need it consistently, la-di-da-di-da. And it's true. But when you embrace that and just enjoy the process and do all the things right, the results are going to come much faster than you'd expect. It's just that, you know, when you see someone you follow just posting and stuff, it might seem like you're just blowing up all the time, but I see myself every day, you know. I don't look any better today than I did yesterday, you know. But if I keep my shit up consistently, I will look better. That's just what doing all these things leads to. It's like, it's so funny, actually, that people look for the quick results. It's like, it wasn't because you went to McDonald's 2 times that you got fat, right? It's like a fucking lifetime of eating there way, way too often. And eating chips at night and drinking too much and all this bullshit. It didn't just happen like this. It wasn't the miracle way to get fat and unhealthy. It's the end result of the way you live your life. The end result of the way I live my life is this. And again, I just want to fucking hammer it in. It's the training. The training comes first and foremost. And that's why I've tried to make more training content when I talk more about it. And I try to encourage you to ask me more questions, because I don't always know what you need to know. You know, I know a bunch of things, but it's a bit difficult to know where to start. So please, and I get the impression too, there are a bunch of you're just fucking lazy, and you're like, training, that sounds tough. Can I just sit here and not eat instead to reach my goals? Fasting is great. It's just one of the things. You know, you see, it's not because I just fast that I lose weight. I could lose weight without doing long fasts. I mean, I'd prefer to do it this way, but it's not the magical thing with the fasting. And when you think about it, health benefits from the fast, yes, but how healthy of a lifestyle is it really to just not eat? And that's your health practice, without when you eating proper food without moving, training, without getting out, getting sun exposure, without your feet touching the grass, how are you going to be healthy then? No, does not work. So I'm just gonna think, is there anything more? Oh yeah, I might end here. Someone could maybe follow my diet with good results when they do everything else right, But I call it a perfect diet. It's perfect for me in this setting, only thing, I wouldn't mind having more. It's important for me with good nutrition, all that. But I'm just not that into the cooking and stuff. So if I had a wife cook for me, I'd appreciate a bit more variety, But that's like I wouldn't change, the fundamentals of the way I eat. But this is not, doesn't have to be the best way for everyone, not at all. And that's why instead of, selling cookie cutter food, meal plans and this bullshit, when I work with clients, I don't do that because I know that there's no such thing as one size fits all. If a meal plan like that works, it's just because you paid and you got something to follow and you do for a bit, and the calorie equation might work out in your favor, but this was never tailored for you, and it feels temporary to be on this schedule, So instead what I do is I ask people a lot about their current diet practices, what's difficult for them, when are you the most hungry, etc., etc. And then according to their goals, I will give them something like an intermittent and or prolonged fasting plan. I definitely don't do long fasts with everyone. And like a meal frequency, how many meals will you eat? Macros, carbs, protein and fat. But that I always say that it's not the most important thing that these are so specific. There is no fucking magic macro combination. Like, yeah, if you want to do keto and shit, you're going to have to be low carb and not too high protein and all that. But in general, and then I just let them pick the foods they like themselves within reason, of course. Like if they tried to pick Doritos and shit all the time, I'd have an opinion on that, but they report it to me. And so I can just see and just give them the thumbs up if it's good. If it's not good, I can give some input. I will do that mostly on like processed foods. Like if you can swap this bullshit out for something else, do that. And if they report having some digestive issues, for instance, I might have some ideas like, what, this can be tougher, even though it's not clearly an unhealthy food. Some people struggle with digesting this, so maybe take that out. Like, so in the end, it's more like I help the person come up with their diet strategy that works for them. I take them through a similar process that I've gone through to end up with my diet that I've been basically doing the same for 2 years now with very few tweaks. I take them through a similar process, and the goal is not that they should have to need me forever or follow like a meal plan, look at the paper, when and what can I eat, and how much. I want them to, just like me, end up in a spot where they just know what to do depending on what their goal at the time is, and they're able to do that by themselves. That's my whole thing with the coaching, Like if someone would just consider it a luxury to have this opinion input, and me, as I say, me being plugged into your process, that of course I wouldn't deny someone like having me as a coach for years, but it's not my goal. Like definitely my goal is that within a year you should be you should be able to move, of course, on your own with the training and healthy lifestyle and diet, and it would just be a sort of luxury if you want to keep me after that point. Okay guys, I talk much more extra or whatever than I expected, but yeah guys, I want you to know, in the fitness industry, there's I understand that people get confused and ask like the diet, because there's so many people that want to scare and confuse you so that you will buy their shit. And of course, in the end, I'm making a living of this too. I want you, some of you, to buy my coaching. I will even tell some people, you don't need me at this point, or just go out without me. But I want you to do it the right way. I'm genuine in this. I've found out through what I've done. I've falsified all the bullshit in the industry and deciphered, figured out what things work, and it's really the basics. It is so. It's not sexy. It's not trendy. I understand. It doesn't gain as much attention, but it's just train right, hard and smart. Try to challenge yourself over time. Eat good food. Don't poison yourself with the food. Feed your body so that you can heal and recover and build back better. Sleep for the same reason. That's when you do most of that with the food that you ate. Get sun exposure. Extremely important for mental health, vitamin D, testosterone. So many things about your health. Circadian rhythms. Doing these things and getting better at them and being consistent with them, that's really all there is. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Please let me know, what did you think in the comments. Please comment anyway. All comments and likes help support the channel, so very much appreciated. Suggestions, input for video ideas or questions, all of it is welcome. So please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, mental health, all that kind of cool shit, guys. I will see you later. Peace.